Hello, you caught me cookie stacking. I'm trying to get these to stay. Hi, my name is Trista and I love to read vintage cookbooks cover to cover and share the gems of recipes that I find, just like these coconut orange jumbles. Quite a mouthful, but really, really delicious cookies from 1942. So let's jump into the book where I got the recipe and how to make all these yummy cookies. So let's take a look at this cookie recipe in the New American Cookbook. And this is from 1942. It is a deluxe edition. Unfortunately, this spine has seen better days. I'm gonna figure out how to repair this or maybe get some help with it because I love this book. I am thrilled with it, and let's take a look at the cookie section. So we are going to be making these coconut orange jumbles. I had never really heard of coconut orange cookies before, so these sounded really good. So let's jump right in to mixing up these cookies. The first batch of cookies out of the oven. They look so cute. Can't wait to taste. So let's check this out. We have our ingredients here for these coconut orange cookies. I have 3¼ cups of shortening here. I'm using the original just to see how it turns out. Later on I might try butter in a different version. And then we have 1¼ cups of granulated sugar. And I have my handy rotary beater here. So I was noticing in my other 1928 book, when it had a whole picture and kind of instruction segment on creaming, and I noticed there that they were just using a spoon to do that, so not even a rotary beater. So you definitely get a workout in 1928. So 1942, we have a little bit of help here with this rotary beater. I'll have to check and see when these were invented, but you can certainly use an electric mixer for this if you would prefer. I just love to try this way for fun. But let me know in the comments down below what are your favorite cookies to make, or what cookies you make to give away at holiday times. Do you make lots of different kinds, or kind of one signature kind? Seems like all the magazines come out with different recipes every year, and I'm always tempted to try all of them. Even though I have my favorites like toffee bars, molasses cookies, things with peppermint and chocolate. So let me know what your favorite flavors are. So this looks nice and creamed. It's nice and fluffy. So we're gonna beat in 2 eggs here. Let's get that nice and incorporated. Then we're gonna get the, after we beat in some coconut, we're gonna sift together the dry ingredients. So that's a nice and incorporated. Sometimes I have to use this to stir around a little bit. So make sure and stay tuned, because we always do a family tasting of these cookies or other recipes. So I'm gonna add in a cup of shredded coconut. I'm using sweetened coconut here just to be delicious. You can also use unsweetened flakes if you would prefer that. There is plenty of sugar in here, so that's good. Yum. I absolutely love coconut. I'm just sort of addicted to anything with coconut in it. It is a little bit polarizing. Some people really don't like the texture or the flavor. So let me know if you are thumbs up on coconut or thumbs down on it in the comments. All right, so we're gonna set this mixture aside and we are gonna put together, so we have 2.5 cups of sifted flour here. Then we're gonna add in a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And I am going to, pardon me, grab my tiny whisk here. Perfect for the job. You can also use a sifter, but just to get the job done, I like my tiny whisk. There we are. That's looking good. So, kind of like when you mix up a cake and you alternately mix milk and the dry ingredients, we're gonna mix alternately, sorry about that, the flour mixture, put in a little bit of that, and then we have 3/4 cup of fresh squeezed orange juice. You can use just store-bought orange juice as well, but I squeezed the oranges using my juice-o-mat. I love this antique contraption. If you want to see more of that, I will show you more later, but let's mix in. I'm going to kind of just gently, I'm not going to use the rotary mixer too much, but just sort of gently mix in this flour and then the orange juice. Oh, it smells so fresh. All right, so I'm gonna keep doing this and get this incorporated, and then I will come back when this cookie dough is all ready to go. So let's scoop these delicious cookies onto this baking sheet here. I'm using this scooper, but you can just use a regular spoon. It says teaspoon, not the one you'd use to measure with, but like a regular one you would use from your cutlery set. So let's scoop this onto here. Oh, and oh shoot, that contraption is not working quite as well. But it asks you to sprinkle with more coconut and also this fresh orange peel that we have here. So we have 3 tablespoons, and it wants you to put that here on the outside. Let's get that nice and decorated. So I wanted to tell you a little story while we do these cookies. Oh, that's working better. It's not pinching my fingers. A story about an orange truck. When I was an exchange student in Mexico, early in the morning, there would always be a truck filled with oranges, and it would drive around the neighborhood with a big loudspeaker and say, "Oranges for juice, oranges for juice," and hoping that people would come out and buy the oranges. As a teenager, it annoyed me because I wanted to sleep more. And I had school from the afternoon until the evening, so I usually slept in a little bit. So the orange truck always woke me up, but fresh squeezing oranges always reminds me of that truck. So that is a funny memory to remember. Okay, so this is what the cookies look like when we get them on the tray. I will come back when we have some baked and we will give them a try. We're baking them for about 10 to 12 minutes at 425 degrees. So yay, I will see you in just a moment. So I actually decided to mix in the orange zest into the cookie dough because sprinkling it on top, I'm not sure if it's that effective for flavor or attractiveness. So I'm gonna try this and see how it goes. We are excited to try these very soon. While the last pan of cookies is in the oven, I thought I would show how to use this handy juice or citrus squeezer, Juice-O-Mat. So cute. My mom found this for me at an antique fair, and it has the plate here, kind of another one at the top with these teeth, and then below is where the juice goes. And it does an amazing job. The best part is it doesn't make any noise and it's easy to clean. So we're gonna take our half of an orange and then just using our arm power, really squeeze it down. And it works very quickly. Oh, I got a little bit crooked, that's all right. So yeah, see how it really squeezes it a lot. So we're gonna do the second one so that we can have our tiny glass of juice. So this is a great old-fashioned way to juice oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruit, any of those yummy citruses. So yay, here's our cute little glass of orange juice from the Juice-O-Mat. Cheers. I hope you enjoyed that part, and we're gonna get to the sneak cookie tasting next. So let's do our little sneak tasting before the family tasting. We have two versions of this cookie. This one has the orange peel on top, which kind of forms just a little clump on top there with the coconut. And then this one is where the orange zest is incorporated, and it has a nice orange color to it, and I think it'll add a lot more flavor into the cookie. So let's taste the original version first. So it's a nice light kind of cake-like cookie with coconut in it. I don't taste that much orange, I think because it's not incorporated into the cookie. So let's try this one. This is a huge improvement. So incorporating it in is what we want to do. So all of my recipes are always in the description box below. I write them all out for you, and I always include the tweaks that I add. And this is a game changer here, because this one has a ton more flavor with that orange. It's just amazing what it does. So I love that. Check out the beautiful cake-like consistency of that cookie. So good. I just want to eat more of these. So stay tuned for the final family tasting where my husband and son try them. And I hope that you try this recipe. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, if you will try the recipe. And please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below. Also subscribe for more weekly and 2 videos a week usually of vintage recipes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in a moment for the final tasting. All right, my husband and son are here to taste test the orange coconut jumbles.
It's a cookie?
Yes.
Okay.
1928 cookie.
This is zest on top?
That's the zest on top, and that one has it mixed in. So let me know your feedback on that. It's kind of a soft cookie.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah?
I get orange and I get coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weirdly tropical.
Yes. Well, there's orange juice in it as well as a coconut. What are your thoughts?
It's okay.
Yeah. It's kind of different kind of cookie than we're used to. It's a little more cake or muffiny.
I'm not really a huge fan of like orange and stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's interesting because the zest, it kind of tastes like Fruit Loops to me.
Oh yeah, a little bit like that. Yep.
But it kind of reminds me, like this would be a nice tea cookie, I think.
Oh yeah, kind of
Yeah.
with a hot beverage.
So yeah, I like them.
Sounds awesome. Thanks, guys.